My name is Harper McLaren, 52 years old. I met my husband, Liam, in college and we got married. Liam was a senior 2 years ahead of me, and I was a junior. We've been married for 30 years now. We don't have any children. For these 30 years, my husband and I have gotten along well. Recently, Liam, who works as a salaryman, has been coming home late more frequently. I got a significant position at work. I'll be coming home late from now on, so it's okay if you go to bed first. I'll manage to eat out, and there might even be days when I can't come home, so don't worry. Besides, you'll have some freedom without me around, right? Since you're a stay-at-home wife, you don't have to wait up for me, and maybe that's a bit of a relief for you? Maybe, but I want to be with you. It's always been like that. We've been through everything together. It's okay to wait for you to come home, right? No, go ahead and rest. It's a big project. Saying it's critical for the company wouldn't be an exaggeration. So, I'll be coming home late for a while, and you should just carry on with the household chores as usual. There's nothing to worry about. With that, Liam went off to work. I continued to take care of the household chores as usual. Liam is a kind man who cares about me. But no matter how busy he was, he always used to come home. Yes, he's been entrusted with a big project. Liam is a veteran employee and an excellent salesman. Right, there's no need to worry, work is just tough. One day, there was a letter in the mailbox. Oh? Who could it be from? Liam, a letter from Liam? What does this mean? Writing a letter to me at our home? That can't be, huh? It says it's addressed to me from Liam? What in the world could this be about? When I opened the letter, inside was a letter and a divorce paper. A divorce paper? Why? Liam didn't come home yesterday, but could it be because he's dissatisfied with me? If so, he would have talked to me about it, so why is there a filled-out divorce paper? The handwriting is unmistakably Liam's, and, what does the letter say? The letter handwritten by Liam started with this. My soulmate was actually my mistress. The reason we don't have children is your fault, Harper. I've been tolerating it until now, but thanks to my mistress, Madison, I've woken up. I'm divorcing you to start a new life with Madison. I'll come to pick up my things later, so don't touch my stuff. Don't play the tragic heroine just because it's a divorce, it looks bad. Thanks for everything until now, let's live separate lives from here on. What is this? A unilateral divorce notice and declaration. This is too much, we've been through everything together, and this is just cruel, so cruel. I collapsed crying at the entrance. Liam once got laid off, and I was the one who supported him through that. What, a mistress? He can't possibly be happy with such a woman. Liam has lost his mind. How am I supposed to live from now on? We were supposed to grow old together, what did I do wrong? It's not my fault we couldn't have children. Why do such a terrible thing? If he had complaints, he should have talked to me, suddenly saying it's a divorce. I cried my heart out. It was too much of a shock. I know crying is pointless, but I couldn't stop. I've been betrayed by the man I loved the most. Coming home late, he must have been meeting with his mistress. What big project for the company? I remember now, it was just a cover for his affair. I've been deceived. After 30 years together, to end like this, I'm so frustrated, it's unbearable. The doorbell rang. Maybe Liam came to pick up his belongings. I hurriedly opened the front door. Liam! Harper, what's the matter? Why are you so rushed? And you've been crying? I could hear you from outside. Did something happen? It was Liam's mother, Evelyn, standing there. Mother-in-law, I've been deceived by Liam. What happened? What's going on? Can I come in? We don't want the neighbors to find out. If it's okay with you, please tell me. I had gotten along well with Liam, and I had also gotten along well with my mother-in-law, Evelyn. I showed Evelyn the letter and the divorce papers and explained the situation. As I went through the details, Evelyn's face turned pale, and eventually, she went from pale to white as a sheet. That idiot son of mine. There's no better wife out there. Sure, there are no kids, but that's an issue for both in the marriage. Blaming it all on you, Harper, what an idiot. Harper, you've done nothing wrong. It's entirely my son's fault. You don't need to cry. Now, please, stop crying. Mother-in-law. I held back my tears and blew my nose with a tissue. What should I do now? My own parents are no longer with us, and my brother's family and nieces are living in my childhood home. If I'm kicked out of this house, I have nowhere to go. What should I do? It's all right, Harper. I've said it before, but you're not at fault at all. You've always put yourself last, managing the household diligently. My son doesn't deserve someone as competent as you. So, you don't need to cry. But, after all the effort I've put into this, selling myself short, what's left for me? Listen, Harper, do as I say. Then, you'll have plenty left. What are you talking about? Once the divorce is finalized, you'll be rid of that idiot son of mine. You don't have to cater to such a man anymore. Just hang in there a little longer. Fortunately, I get along well with my mother-in-law. She's bound to take my side. After all, she's calling her own son an idiot son. Please, do as I say. Let's get back at that idiot son. I'm on your side. We'll fight this together to the end. I nodded, tears streaming down my face and sniffing. Both my parents have passed away, and I don't have many relatives. I can't just move in with my brother's family. Following my mother-in-law's advice, I decided not to pursue property division in exchange for not seeking alimony for the affair, agreeing to the divorce. When we negotiated over the phone, as soon as I agreed to the divorce, Liam laughed from the other end. Without the property division, that means the furniture, appliances, and the house became mine. Stay in this house. It's too good for that idiot. And to actually go through with the divorce, that idiot's son. Having a mistress. If my husband were alive, he'd be yelling at him. By the way, who is this woman? What's her age? 32, you say? And you're 54. Planning to remarry a woman nearly 2 decades younger. He's out of his mind. This can't go on. Evelyn stood up and shouted. I won't let that man get away with this. Harper, can you still call Liam? Call that idiot son of Liam and his mistress to this house immediately. Any reason will do. Pretend to be nice if you have to. Just do it quickly, before they can escape. I won't forgive this. Following Evelyn's orders, I frantically called Liam. It seemed he hadn't blocked my number yet, and the call went through. Liam, I want to talk to you one last time. What do you want, ruining my mood? We're done, so stop calling me. Besides, we didn't divide any property, and the house is yours. What more do you want? You said you wouldn't ask for alimony, and now you want to? Anyway, I won't see you again. Oh, and by the way, I won't take care of our mother anymore, so you'll have to do it. You should be grateful for your years as a housewife. The call was on speaker so Evelyn could hear everything. Her son's words were loud and clear to his mother. Evelyn, though furious, calmly gave me instructions. Tell Liam his mother wants to throw a remarriage celebration for him. Liam, your mother wants to celebrate your remarriage. She says she's happy for you too. So, could you come to this house one last time? Think of it as a final goodbye. Oh, that old hag is blessing us, huh? Fine. I'll come to cut ties for good. But my feelings won't change. I'm all about Madison. The call ended abruptly. Hearing her own son's insults, Evelyn slammed the table. Making it sound like Harper's all to blame. And calling his mother, me, an old hag. He's got some nerve. Seems he's forgotten that I have something on him. I'll make him regret this. I can't forgive him. Weakness? Mother-in-law, did something happen with Liam? I'll tell you later. I have the worst card for that idiot son of mine. If I bring it up, he'll definitely apologize. After that, I set a date via email with Liam to meet at the house. 3 days after the call, Liam arrived at the house with a young woman. Liam, listen. Don't say anything. You're just jealous of Madison, right? Madison can cook and clean, and she's thoughtful. Unlike you, a plain Jane, she has charisma. Now, where's Mom? Don't tell me you lied just to talk to me. That idiot son. Then, Evelyn, who was hiding in the kitchen, came out. Who would bless someone like you? How are we supposed to explain this to the neighbors, let alone to Dad? Well, never mind, shall we talk? You don't want to see Harper sign the divorce papers, do you? Madison, was it? Are you okay with marrying such a loser? I want to be with Liam. Despite Evelyn's scorn, it seemed Liam and Madison's relationship was unchanged. Madison is 32 years old. It's clear there's a significant age gap, making it seem like she's after Liam's inheritance. Once everyone was seated, Evelyn started. So, Liam? Did you end up becoming a CEO? When you got laid off, you borrowed money from Dad and me to start a new business. It was a substantial amount, $100,000, but did you ever get that company off the ground? Was the business a success? Well, given you're still a salaryman, the company must not have been established, or it went bankrupt, or what? I was shocked to hear something I didn't know. That Liam had tried to establish a company was news to me. I had never heard such a story before. Well, I was betrayed by a friend I was going to run the business with, and so I had to cancel the company's establishment. It's true. I had the intention of becoming a CEO, but it's just that, due to my friend's betrayal, it hasn't been established yet. Evelyn pressed on as Liam stuttered. So, you're not running a business? But the money was lent for that purpose, right? If it failed, you should repay it. Dad even took early retirement to gather the money, and Mom used her retirement savings. So? If you haven't done anything, where did the money go? If it's still there, I'd like it repaid. We won't ask for alimony, just return the $100,000. My friend took it. Because of his betrayal, he took everything, the money and the rights. Believe me, I can't pay it back. Besides, we didn't divide the assets, so you can move into this house. There's no way I can just pay back $100,000 all at once. Liam grew increasingly defensive. I joined in the questioning. Hey, Liam? Remember when you were laid off and said you needed a change of scenery, so you went to the slots? Could it be that your mother's money disappeared into gambling? You also seemed to frequent the racetracks. Isn't that a bit much? As your mother said, we don't need alimony, but at least the borrowed money. Shut up. I was working hard. Then I got laid off and was tired mentally and physically. Yes, the borrowed $100,000 went to gambling. Happy now? We already agreed not to ask for alimony, and the divorce is done. You don't need to bring up unnecessary things. Madison, do you have a credit card from a payday loan company? Ignoring Liam's rant, Evelyn turned to Madison. Yes, he told me to get one. You haven't given that card to this idiot's son, have you? This idiot is only good at making debt. He's cunning, lying through his teeth. It's pitiful. Liam, return Madison's payday loan card right now. Before it's too late and you fall into a debt trap. Starting your married life with financial troubles, what would Dad say? And remember, when you graduated and became a salaryman, how much debt did you accumulate with payday loans? And you easily abandoned Harper, who supported you, without shame. Your success was all thanks to Harper's support. Well, I'll return the card, okay, Madison? I won't make any more debts, and I've quit gambling. The payday loan card is just for emergencies. An emergency payday loan card. What kind of ridiculous excuse is that? Do you realize how much Harper has cried because of you? Harper sold the family land she inherited just to pay off your debts. And what did you make her do? Harper sold her personal brand items and even her winter clothes as autumn was approaching. And you never even said thank you. What's wrong with you, Liam? This idiot son. And you, using Harper's money to go on lavish trips. Staying at resorts, dining out, all the fun expenses were squeezed out of Harper. Aren't you ashamed as a man? I paid for the trips too. It wasn't just Harper carrying the burden. I contributed, so it's not something you can blame me for. But Liam, you said you paid, but I only remember getting $100 for souvenirs from a friend. For lodging and meals, you never gave me anything. It was mostly covered by my savings, and you never even said thank you. Oh, Liam. Acting all high and mighty about contributing $100. That doesn't count as contributing. In the end, what you did to your wife is nothing short of emotional abuse. A man should spend his own earnings for fun. What your mother is saying isn't wrong, is it? Liam's stature shrank with every word. It was only natural, given how pathetic he appeared in front of his mistress, Madison. But Harper insisted on paying, and I just went along with it. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, That's exactly the problem. That idiot son. Instead of repaying the money you borrowed, you went on a spree with Harper's savings from her student days. Do you have any idea how hard Harper worked for that? Why don't you, Harper? Bring out the household accounts. Let's make it clear here how much savings were depleted because of this idiot son over the years. That's true. Over the 30 years, I've recorded all the hardships in the household accounts. I can bring them out. Hey, Harper. Are you trying to shame your husband? I didn't spend because you said you'd cover it. And now you want to charge me for it. Hearing this, Evelyn exploded in anger. You've already signed the divorce papers. And you still think you have a wife. What kind of husband are you? If you're so confident about being a good husband, first return the $100,000 to me. Then we can sever our parent-child ties. Mom, I can't pay back the money I borrowed from you and Dad right away. But I will return it. Don't talk about severing ties, it looks bad. When exactly is eventually? Disappointing, so disappointing. To think my own son could stoop so low as to be a thief. Utterly absurd. Harper, tell her about that. It might open Madison's eyes. What do you mean that? As Liam looked confused, I felt no sympathy. I turned to Madison, not looking at Liam. Madison, listen. Liam and I couldn't have children. Why do you think that is? It's because you couldn't have kids, right? Madison, don't listen to her. She's just going to lie. Shut up, you idiot son. Madison, we went through fertility treatments in the past. But the problem wasn't with me, it was with Liam. I can bring out the diagnosis if you want to see it. Even if you marry Liam, you can't expect to have children. The cause is with Liam, not you. Liam, what's this about? You said we couldn't have children because Harper wouldn't have them, that she was the cause of the infertility, but that was a lie? Madison, it's not true, she's lying. They're trying to break us up by making up lies. I stood up, retrieved the diagnosis hidden in the kitchen, and showed it to Madison. When he was younger, Liam had very few sperm, making natural conception difficult. Here's the diagnosis. Look carefully and wake up. You're being deceived. With even fewer sperm as he ages, how can you expect to have children? Do you want kids? Then you might want to look elsewhere. It's not too late to turn back. I appealed to the heart of a much younger woman. Madison's face turned pale as she looked at the diagnosis. It's a fake diagnosis, Madison. Don't believe it. They're just trying to. This is from University of Washington Medical Center. This is a genuine diagnosis. I happen to work as a nurse at University of Washington Medical Center. I recognize the doctor's name. Liam, you lied to me. You said we could have lots of children together, but that was a lie. It seems Madison's eyes were finally opened. Madison! I love children. If we can't have them, I'm breaking up with you, Liam. And you said, didn't you? That you'd definitely give me children. With this diagnosis, it's impossible. Oh, I feel so let down. Harper, Evelyn, thank you for telling me. I was about to ruin my life. Sorry, Liam, but I'm leaving. You're no longer attractive to me, and I can't waste any more time with you. Oh, and please return the $10,000 I lent you and the payday loan card right now. Just the card is fine. Madison! Don't call my name, it creeps me out. Now, take out that payday loan card from your wallet. I'm not planning to be your ATM. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Resigned, Liam took out his wallet and handed a card to Madison. Are you abandoning me, Madison? A man who clings to women forever is not appealing. Harper, Evelyn, I'm so sorry for the trouble. I was mistaken. I deeply apologize. It's okay if you've come to your senses. You should go now. Madison, thank you for listening to me. Yes, I'll be leaving now. As Madison stood up, Liam tried to grab her hand. Madison shook off his hand and dismissed him with disdain. What? A liar, don't bother me. Oh, no way. Liam was left speechless as Madison exited, then he broke down crying. You all caused me to lose everything. What have you done to me? I have nothing now. Harper, can you give me the divorce papers back? I'll tear them up myself, let's start over. You're all I have. The divorce papers have already been submitted. As I firmly stated, Evelyn burst out laughing. Deserved it, it's all your own doing. Thus, my marriage life came to an end. Liam was kicked out of the house by Evelyn. I added the final blow. My belongings? What about the appliances? Once you found a new place, we'll send your stuff. I'll pay for it, so don't worry. Appliances? Weren't we not doing any property division? I'll take care of Evelyn. You better start looking for a new place and don't come near this house. If you try anything funny, I'm calling the police. We're strangers now. Liam, I'm severing ties with you. All the inheritance I have will go to Harper. You won't get a dime from me. Now, leave for the neighbor's sake, you disgrace. Liam stood up and staggered toward the station. There are several real estate agencies near the station, probably looking for a new place. But I have no intention of helping. I'll never help or pity such a worthless man again. Evelyn, thank you so much. With your help, I can cherish my own life from now on. Let's live together. I'll take care of you in your old age. Really? Then I'll take you up on that offer. I've been going to the hospital more often lately. Taxi fares aren't cheap. I'll drive you. Once all the paperwork is done, let's go to a resort. Don't worry about money. I have savings. You're good at managing money, my daughter. What happened to Liam afterward, I don't know. He hasn't come near the house we got from him. I helped Evelyn sell her house, and we started living together. Fortunately, I had a car and a driver's license, so I could assist Evelyn, who had trouble walking. Harper, are you sure? Living with an old woman like me. Caregiving will get tough. My legs are bad, and I might end up in a wheelchair. Are you sure? I don't have a family home anymore, and I can't leave you alone now. Thanks to you, I broke free from a bad relationship. Please let me take care of you. It's my will, my wish. Afterward, I decided to start working. Having been a stay-at-home wife all this time, the thought of working was somewhat frightening. But at this rate, our money would only continue to dwindle. With Evelyn's consent, I took up a job at a nearby factory, working on an assembly line boxing products. At first, I experienced what's called line sickness, feeling nauseous as if car sick when packing products into boxes moving from right to left, but that quickly passed. My coworkers created a family-like atmosphere that made it easy to work, and I felt blessed to be surrounded by such supportive people. Living close by, the scandal involving Liam and me became a topic of gossip, but once I explained the truth, my coworkers rallied to my defense.
What? A freeloader, isn't he? That's terrible.
Harper, you've really been through a lot.
Worse than my own husband. Really?
The money I earned went towards living expenses and medical bills for Evelyn and me, but I was content. One day, taking paid leave, I went on a trip with Evelyn. Even though she was now in a wheelchair, I had made the car and house wheelchair accessible. I found an inn that was wheelchair-friendly and took Evelyn on a hot spring trip.
To think I can still go on trips at my age, thank you so much, Harper. I'm so grateful. Not that you're plain, Harper, but you should spend more on yourself, you know? I wanted to travel with you, Evelyn. Oh, my brother and his wife know about the divorce. I have a good relationship with my brother, and he told me I could count on him. I've finally found happiness. I can't thank you enough, Evelyn.
The 2-night, 3-day trip was very fulfilling. Both Evelyn and I enjoyed soaking in the private hot spring attached to our room. Since no other family was there, it was a special time just for the two of us. We enjoyed heartfelt meals, took walks in the garden pushing the wheelchair, and visited nearby tourist spots. Returning home from the trip and back to work, the break room was abuzz.
What's going on? Oh no, Harper! Your husband has been arrested. Liam, my ex-husband?
I gathered information about Liam at work. Rushing home, I shared everything with Evelyn.
Evelyn, Liam's been arrested.
But even hearing this, Evelyn was incredibly calm. I know. It was on the news just now. Apparently, he pretended to be a bank employee and stole cash cards from elderly people in another town. He's hit rock bottom. I wonder how I'm supposed to explain this to my husband. Well, at his age, even if he gets probation, he won't be hired anywhere. But Harper, you mustn't feel sorry for him. A grown man who can't distinguish right from wrong and resorts to crime is nothing but trash, a fool, truly pitiful. You're right, certainly. We lived peacefully afterward, but Liam, somehow getting probation, visited our home once.
Harper.
I'll call the police. With those firm words from me, Liam left. Later, we received a call from the policeman asking if we could provide assistance for Liam, but Evelyn replied, "We cannot provide assistance." I couldn't help but worry if he might cause trouble for someone else in some other town, yet I felt no obligation to help.